It's almost results time. Nick and the team report from the hospital for their final medicals. The retreat in an hour. Now there's just 24 hours and 20 minutes to go.
Here at It Takes Two HQ, we like to provide our couples with a relaxing, fun atmosphere away from the stress and tension. No running away tonight, however. Isn't that right, Danny and OT? Yeah, keep that hand up, look out the window. Posture, posture. Looking good. Every last second counts because someone's going home this weekend. Get those... Oh, yes. What are you doing with my shoes? Cheeky, cheeky work on those hips, Pasha Kovalev. And nobody wants to be left behind. What have I told you, Giovanni? Shoulders down. Looking... That looks comfy, Laura. Otherwise, they will face the wrath of this one. Are you ready? Ah! But it's not all serious around here, isn't it right? Hey, Friday panel!
From London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Thank you, boys. Yeah, thanks. I could get used to that. Pasha and Giovanni, everyone. Hello, welcome to It Takes Two. It's Friday. I can confirm we are only 24 hours, 18 minutes and 37 seconds away from the next live Strictly show. Which can mean only one thing. Our first couple will be leaving the competition. Yes, sad times indeed, but let's not get dragged down. We've got a show to get on with. Yeah! Definitely got the Friday feeling. They're a good bunch in tonight. But what was the mood like over at Strictly's main stage earlier this morning? Well, there's only one man capable of covering such a job, the Welsh wonder himself and Strictly alumni, the gorgeous Mr. Gethin Jones. Let's see how he was getting on. Sorry.
Hey, Zoe, it's so good to be back in the Strictly ballroom. All those memories come flooding back, and boy, how I've missed that smell of hairspray. Rehearsals underway behind me. It's Will and Karen and their jive. They are dancing to Rock Around the Clock. Week 2, he is looking good, and I think he's absolutely loving this dance. Let's have a look. So that's Will and Karen's jive. I think Will need to sit down after that routine. I'm going to be clocking up some miles, though, around the Elstree studio, catching up with some of the other couples before the first elimination night tomorrow. I'll see you later.
Will, looking good there, hey. There are plenty more exclusives from Gethin throughout the show, but first, jaws dropped to the floor during their explosive cha-cha-cha last Saturday, and Bruno said, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yes, it's Danny and Oti.
That was fast, packed full of absolutely everything and more.
100% you are a contender. Yeah. I've got to tell you that.
I actually love the Michael Jackson moves you put in there. They were absolutely brilliant and no lack of hip action. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome to the show. Team Doty, loving that title. Talk about a Mac attack last week. Oh, my goodness me. Where's that energy come from, Danny? It was incredible. How much did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, I had the best time. It was like sheer adrenaline. I've never been so nervous my entire life.
Really, ever, never?
No, never, ever, ever. And I've had a lot of reasons to be nervous, but I was sick. I was sick, almost literally to vomiting that day.
Oh, nice.
Sick with nerves. But the good
Pass the bucket.
He's like, okay, I think everything's coming out.
The thing about when you're that nervous, the payoff once you get to the end of it is incredible. It was amazing.
Oh, goodness. You were. It was ridiculous. I mean, joint second on the leaderboard in week 1 with Louise and Kevin. Audience on their feet, absolutely going crazy. I mean, your heart must have gone boom at the end of that.
It was, yeah. When that end position, when I had OT's head in my hand and it was like done, I was like, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. I mean, it was such an incredible routine, though, and OT choreographed it, so massive, massive respect and credit to her for that. And then it was just 3 weeks of OT.
He's a good boy, isn't he?
I trained him well.
She did. And then it was just like 3 weeks of whipping me into shape to get that done. You know, it's 90 seconds, but you spend 8 to 10 hours a day doing that every day.
I know.
And so to get to the end of it was like, we did it.
In fact,
we did
Darcy was completely shocked, wasn't she? She was saying a man who can actually move his hips. How hard did you have to work him to get? Because the male celebrities, it normally takes them quite a long time to get the hang of that.
It takes forever. It was hard. We had moments where I'm like, and you're going to move your hips? He's like, no, yes, no, yes. And then he did it. But it was amazing. It was amazing. He works so hard and he gives everything that he can. And we also have fun in training.
There was a moment in week 2 where I genuinely begged OT to just... I said, look, it's week 1. Can we just make it simple and clean?
Yeah.
And you should have seen the look I got from her.
I know that look. How dare you? How dare you suggest
disgusted that I suggested it.
I know, never ask them.
No,
I think also when you ask the pros to make it easier, I asked Ian Wait once and they make it harder. Watch it. Also, it wasn't all that straightforward before. We saw this from your Twitter feed. This is what happened in rehearsals just beforehand. Have a look. Oh no! You took that well. I love the way you sort of styled it out by sort of lying on the floor. I meant to do that.
I wish I could say it was the first time. It takes a lot of them until you finally get
Actually,
there.
that's how we got that step in, because he was just like playing in the mirror and spinning, and he's like, oh my gosh, did you see the judge was turning? I was like, how? He was turning. I was like, show me again. He's turning. Right, we're doing that.
We're keeping that in. We're keeping that in. The Viennese waltz this week for the two of you, a completely different feel. How's it going? Ian Wait was very impressed with your posture, young man. Yeah.
Again, that's OT. There's been...
Oh, yeah. That's a rumbling of happiness. They approve. Yes, they do.
You see the pinches there?
There's been pinching, slapping, arguing. There's been all... I mean, don't get me wrong, I adore her. She's fantastic, but she is a beast.
How do you say a woman is a beast? I'm not sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Len was talking about things being too stagey.
Yeah.
I mean, we loved all of that anyway,
Yeah.
and it'd be brilliant for Charleston and stuff. I guess with the Viennese waltz, you have less of that anyway, don't you, OT?
Sort of. No, for the Viennese waltz, we have a really, really intense story that we kind of want to tell, because it's usually such a romantic dance, and we were like, let's just twist it up a bit this time. Let's just tell what happens before the romance comes. So we kind of have like a... The
song sort of hinted towards it as well.
Okay.
And so it's kind of, and it's a rock song, and it's gritty. It's not a lovey-dovey Viennese waltz. So
we're not there yet.
We want some grit.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're both incredible. Danny and OT. They've both got such lovely teeth. Now, this weekend, the Strictly Dream will sadly be over for one of our celebrities. One couple must leave the competition, and of course, nobody wants to go first. But if you are going, then you may as well do it in style. Now, with that in mind, we've been looking through the Strictly archives at some of the more, let's say, noteworthy celebrities who've had the dubious honour of being the first to leave. And just for fun, we'd like you at home to tell us which is your most memorable. So let's remind ourselves, here are your choices. First up, we have Quentin Wilson from way back in Series 2. 2. Hazel Newbury was his partner. He managed to score 8 points for his cha-cha-cha, which remains to this day Strictly's lowest ever scoring dance. I loved it, frankly. Next, we have Edwina Curry from Series 9, partnered with the legend Vincent Simone. She also did a cha-cha-cha, scoring 17 points. And I'm sorry to do this, because obviously I love and adore him. Could it be Johnny Bull? My dad, from Series 10. I thought he was brilliant. Here he is with the gorgeous Iveta Lukashuta, Friends for the Life. Cha-cha-cha, he got 17 points. I thought he was good. And your final choice, Greg Wallace, with Strictly champion Aliona. A cha-cha-cha in Series 11. 18 points for his gastro-themed routine. Oh, that's funny. I must say, congratulations to Iveta, because she's had a little baby. Yay! Gorgeous, Iveta, lucky boo-boo. Well done, darling. So those are your 4 options. Let us know your most memorable by heading online to bbc.co.uk/ittakes2 to cast your free vote. Vote closes at 6:40 this evening, so you've only got about half an hour. Now, how many professional dancers does it take to change a light bulb? Don't know! No, I don't know either, but I do know how many it takes to put on a show-stopping group number. 17. Look at this.
Hi, It Takes Two. Welcome back to the group rehearsals. We have an incredible group of routines for you this series, starting with an Argentine tango.
We haven't done a group number that's been a tango for a long, long time, so we wanted to gather all the flavours that encompass this beautiful dance, Argentine tango, the normal competition tango, and a little bit of flamenco and Spanish dance as well.
The story of this Argentine tango that we're all dancing together is kind of like a Romeo and Juliet situation.
Playing the part of Romeo and Juliet, I thought it'd be really nice to use 2 of our new pros. So we've got Gorka and we've got Oksana.
So I'm Romeo, and my partner Oksana is Juliet.
I think Gorka makes really good Romeo. He is strong and he throws me around really good, so I think that's an important quality of Romeo.
There's 2 gangs of people that are trying to keep Romeo and Juliet away from each other.
These guys are really fantastic when they do drama, so I can't wait to see this unfold.
One more time.
I think it wouldn't be a Strictly group number without quite a few props.
The girls are using fans and tambourines. There's so much going on. You see there's stairs, there's tables, and there's glitter. It's amazing.
There are a lot of lifts that Oksana has to do, which can be very dangerous.
I'm being thrown around and flying around, and it's just so much fun, and favorite thing ever.
Gorka throws her in the air and she does a full 360 flip and lands in Brendan's arms.
It's a bit scary in the beginning, but we are like practicing like a lot of times, so we are getting used to do it.
I think Oksana's quite fearless. I think we're more scared than she is.
It just feels like right at home, and I love it.
Tune in this weekend to see if our Romeo and Juliet get their happy ending.
Thank you, Hot Lips. Wow, doesn't that look incredible? She's so brave, Oksana. Now, almost as lovely, that lot, as our next guest. Will they be as sweet, though, when they get their teeth into this year's couple? Here to voice their opinions on all things Strictly, please welcome the glorious Alison Hammond, Daniel O'Donnell and Sarah Welcome back to you 2 naughty ones.
Oh, it's so good to be back.
I saw you doing your cha-cha-cha.
Did you like that? It's the only move that I can remember, babes. The bit of cha-cha. I can't remember anything else.
Daniel O'Donnell, we adore you. Singing at the end of the show. Sarah, welcome to your first It Takes Two. So what are we thinking of this year, of everybody so far, Sarah?
Oh, they're amazing. They're so good. Week 1, I was really, really surprised. Every person came out and was like, they're going to win it. And then the next person, they're going to win it.
I know.
Yeah, they're all
it's
amazing.
Confusing. Picking a final 4, impossible. Yeah. We're going to start at the top of the leaderboard with Daisy and a gentleman you know very well, Alison. Your gorgeous Ali Ash. Fantastic opening with their waltz last week. Have a look at their cha-cha-cha and tell me what you think, Alison.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, I did that move.
She's only got 3 moves.
All he does is oh, I think I did that as well. He just puts them all together in a different way, doesn't he? But do you know what? Obviously, Ali Ash is at the top of the leaderboard. But I just think Daisy was just beautiful. When I watched her, I just thought... And her story, the way it was just so natural and innocent. It was just beautiful, and I think she's one to watch.
She really is.
I'm not being biased.
Yeah. Sarah, you're nodding there in agreement.
Yeah. Sometimes I find the slow dances really boring.
Yeah.
And I just...
Sorry, I like the opinion.
Yeah. I like the energetic ones, and then I just couldn't take my eyes off her. And I watched it on iPlayer, so I watched it again straight away. She's stunning.
Yeah.
It's very hard to make the slow dance look as she did, you know, because you can see the faults.
Yeah.
If it's a quick dance, you can...
You can hide, you can disguise things.
I think what Ali Ash would have done is probably replayed some of my dances. And she would have got some...
You know, you took the words out of my mouth. I was
that's what he does do.
Let's talk about Ed and Katya. Now, they move from their lovely performance last week to a Charleston for Ed Balls, which makes me very excited indeed. Here they are, rehearsing. Go on, Ed. Look at him.
See,
and
it's going.
Daniel. Yes.
I think we've discovered a new Ed.
We have a new Ed.
Because,
I love him.
Yeah, I did the cha-cha on the second week and I was terrified doing it.
Okay.
But I think it gives you a chance just to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Because that's what the cha-cha is supposed to be.
I think
and
that's a Charleston. Is it a Charleston?
Charleston, I mean a Charleston.
No, we know what you mean, though.
Apparently, it's a bit of fun, but apparently I didn't have enough fun when I did it.
How could you not have fun when Daniel O'Donnell was there?
They told me that I didn't have enough fun. I was dreading it. I said to Christina, I says, I hope I don't get the Charleston.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the
and then when we got
you love the Charleston, but then you went home of the Charleston,
didn't you? I know, so good.
Katya and AJ, let's have a look at those two. Brilliant work from them. Their gymnastics and everything last week was incredible. This week, a waltz. Lovely little, they're like a little Romeo and Juliet. Sarah, what do you make of these two?
Well, I'm really glad she's got this dance this week because last week she did do the gymnastics and she was showing off what she can already do. And I think this is showing herself as a dancer.
Yes.
So I'm really excited for this one.
Good. By the way, can we... Sarah's shoes. Look at those. They are so good.
Thanks, guys.
OK, Greg and Natalie, they're doing a tango this week. Let's observe and we can see what we think. Alison, has he got the command?
I just think he's got the command, he's got the energy. I mean, last week was just phenomenal. Look at him, he's just proper into it, and Natalie's such a good teacher. I just think he's going to be great at that.
Brilliant. Go on, Greg. OK, Louise and Kevin next are doing a Viennese waltz. Thank you very much over there. Let's have a little look at them in training. Look at her arms.
Wow.
Isn't she good? Daniel, what are you thinking of Louise?
Well, I think she was terrific last week, and obviously you see that there. She's taken to it. Kevin is magnificent too.
Yes.
And I think Kevin, his enthusiasm when you meet him, you know, so he gives that to his partner too. But I thought Louise was super last week, and I expect nothing less this week.
I know. Sarah, what are you thinking looking at the footage?
I just think that she's one of those performers you can't take your eyes off. I think she's a goddess.
Yeah, she is the goddess.
Yeah.
Are you liking that then?
Yeah, really good.
There's quite a lot of Louise fans in tonight. Yeah. Ori and Joanne follow on from their cheeky tango last week with the cha-cha-cha to Donna Summer hot stuff. I'm in there. I'm loving it. Here they are in action. How excited are we about this? Look at him in his little braces.
I love it.
Okay. Oh, he's doing the move.
That's
he's doing
definitely the look we must go for now.
Daniel, will be rocking that look on tour?
I think I'll be adapting.
Has he got all the, the cha-cha moves? Is it all working for you there, Daniel, looking?
Well, I found the cha-cha very difficult. It's that thing that you have to be...
With the straight knees.
Do they call it staccato? Or I don't know what it is. I don't know what name it is. But it's like...
It doesn't look right when you do it. It doesn't. It looks like you've got...
But it's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels.
Yes.
Okay. How does it feel?
How does it feel?
I mean, last year there was nights I thought I was fantastic. And then when I look back at it, I wasn't fantastic. So I decided after that I would never look back again.
I think that's the best thing.
So feel it and then forget about it.
And then forget it, and it's gone. OK, moving on to Danny and Oti. Len said their dance routine was a bit too stagey last week. We all thought it was pretty epic.
I thought he looked like a professional.
I know, he really did, didn't he?
Gosh.
Looked like little Danny Zuko. Daniel O'Donnell, remember that? This week for them, it's a Viennese waltz. I think he's really enjoying it, and he's looking pretty good. What do we think here,
Oh, look
Alison?
how sexy this dance is. I just think them two together is just so electric.
Yeah.
Anyway, And to be honest with you, his looks are just too much for me. He's a little bit like Alia. You know, when then people are just going to go away, just don't look at me. But he's brilliant. I just think he looks like a professional dancer. He's great.
Yeah, Sarah, I mean, how impressed are you how good he is already?
Oh, so impressed, and I love their pairing. And I think, yeah, when he started last week, I was like, clapping the screen, like, yes, please!
I want to come around and watch the show with you. Let's go.
Super excited.
Tomorrow night, us four. It'll be brilliant. OK, we'll invite Craig. Oh, he might be busy. OK, finally, Judge Rinder.
Oh,
now.
stop it.
Oh, my goodness. And Oksana last week, Daniel.
He was all out. I mean, he was just... I mean, when you looked at him, he was going to enjoy it no matter what.
No matter
and
what,
I think that's what Strictly is.
Yes.
You know, it's...
Yeah.
The people that go on it are not dancers, so to speak, but he went out there and he was just going... It was fantastic.
We can have a quick look at his American Smooth that he's doing this week. And we're thinking maybe he'll hold back on the face and stuff, but no. He's going to look at this little face, wait for it, wait for it. Here he goes!
Is he practising in the courtroom? Look at that!
It does look like the courtroom, doesn't it? Absolutely.
Oh, he's great.
Now, obviously, all that's wonderful, but Graham Hunter has tweeted in to say his 4-year-old would like to know if somebody can do the conga this week. Now, I'm not sure if they can do it on the main show, but do you reckon?
We could do it.
We can do it, especially... OK, come on, Adam. Here we go. Cue the music. Here we go. Studios. Where are we going?
Thanks, so lots of people rushing around, making their final preparations for tomorrow night. I'm not going to lie, I feel like a bit of an autograph hunter hanging outside the studio. But look who's just arriving in glamorous style on a golf buggy. It's Ori and Joe. Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome into the sun. Nice to see
you.
How are you, Joe?
I'm good.
Looking fresh this morning.
I'm not sure about that.
Here for your cha-cha rehearsals. How are you feeling, bud?
Feeling pretty good about it. Quite achy generally. She's pushing me hard. Yeah, just making sure I've not bent my legs for a week, mate. Just walking around like this.
What's going on? Everyone's talking about bent and straight legs at the moment, Joe. It's taking over the nation.
I know, well, you need to have straight legs in Latin and bent legs in ballroom, so we have to make sure we've got Latin straight in them legs.
Stop whacking me on the thigh, please.
Can I have a go?
You're welcome.
Good, very good. Listen, so you got here in one piece. That's a good start. You're a bit clumsy this week.
I'm really clumsy, Gav. Everywhere I go, I'm tending to bump into something. We've also got a pole in our routine this week, and the first time I met that pole, we didn't get on very well. That was a collision, let's put it that way.
I've heard about the pole. Can you just quickly give me something?
Whoa.
Give me something on the cha-cha. Can you just, I don't know, just show us at home what might be in store for us tomorrow night. What you got?
Give you the pole.
Yeah.
Give you what are they called?
The Cuban breaks.
Cuban breaks.
I'm learning. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1.
Bit of that? I don't remember it well, but that's a very good straight leg and a very good bent leg.
Thank you very much.
On that note, all the very best rehearsals. So you got dancing. What else will we be doing? Eating.
Eating, makeup, wardrobe, and just making sure that I'm,
And I've got this to pad him out so that he doesn't...
Get to it. Go. Get going. Good luck. Have fun.
Straight leg.
They're off with a bent leg and straight leg, and I'll be back later with some more of that, so...
Thank you very much, Gethin. I'm loving it. Good bent leg, good straight leg. Now, from one ray of sunshine, Gethin there, to another, she brightens our mornings on BBC Breakfast and has already illuminated the Strictly dance floor with her waltz. Rise and shine. It's Naga and Pasha.
You're such a beautiful girl. You really have a natural, actually, poise for ballroom. Did lack flow, and that was largely due to your rise and fall, which was a bit bumpy.
What I love, A, the potential, and B, the elegance. So well done to you.
Oh, yeah, don't fall off the end. I'm loving your outfits tonight. You complement each other beautifully.
Thank
well
you.
done. Well done at the weekend, Naga. You looked absolutely
petrified.
I didn't want to say that. How did you enjoy your first experience out there in front of millions?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I was petrified, but you know, who wouldn't be?
Yes,
it was just wonderful. It was really, really, really lovely, and I get to dance in the arms of this man. Who could complain?
I know. Who would ever complain? Any Pasha fans in tonight? Steady on, steady on. And the judges were all in agreement that you've got natural elegance. I mean, that's such a lovely thing to hear, isn't it?
It's a shocking thing to hear.
And I know you're like, what? Jason I think it's Shergold from Birmingham, evening Jason, said not only the Queen of Television, you're now the belle of the ballroom.
Oh, I like Jason. Have you got his number?
I will pass that on.
You.
How has it been, all the responses from people out and about and at BBC Breakfast?
Oh, they've been so lovely. And what's really lovely is you going in the morning and everyone's bleary-eyed and we're all like, hello. And everyone's like, oh, I love the dance, love the dress, everything. Everyone's been so excited. And online, people have been really kind.
I think
really,
there's just
really
so much love for the show. And obviously, also, hi, Pashpot. You're right, Annie. Now, Darcy said there might have been a couple of mistakes, but she was talking about how Naga's got a beautiful neck, which is perfect for ballroom, isn't it, as well? What did you think of the judges' comments and how pleased were you with Naga?
I think judges nailed it. Naga has so much potential, and we really turned her into a princess.
Oh.
As much as she doesn't like to hear that, she was a princess, right?
Yes! You looked absolutely beautiful.
Said nothing.
It's so strange what this show does to you. It almost made me a lady. Sadly, not quite. Now, it's your 4th week of training. Are you starting to feel, I know, that it's coming any more naturally, the whole process of learning, Naga?
Yeah. Yeah, really natural.
How are you finding it all?
It's really hard. It's fabulous. Honestly, I wake up every day and I really look forward to training. I mean, he makes it very pleasurable. It's very, very enjoyable, but it's really, really difficult. And one thing I've learned is that, so I take in lots of information every morning and night before the programme, take it all in, and then it drops out as soon as the programme's finished. But with training, you have to take the information in and retain it, as well as muscle memory, and my brain's not used to that. And you explained that to me. He's very good at explaining things to me. I kind of like,
yeah.
And then he's like,
I've heard that Pasha's actually been explained, because you're a golf fanatic.
Yes.
But he's been trying to explain things to you in sort of like golf swing
we've
terms.
stopped that.
She said, do not touch golf.
Okay.
Anything else, no golfing.
Don't go near my golf. OK. Did Carol give you... Obviously, Carol Kirkwood did a show last year. I don't...
Amazing Carol.
Evening Carol. Did she give you any tips on how to handle him, how to charm him, anything?
Handle me.
Yeah. I know. Just...
Handle me.
Fierce. OK.
No. She just said listen to everything he says.
Yes, exactly.
50% there.
I'll take some of that in. OK, this week, it's the cha-cha-cha. How's it going, Pasha?
It's going well. It's all about hips. It's all about steps.
Here you are, look. Have you had a little look? You see, you haven't seen yourself do it yet.
Well, she has to be quite moody in that dance because she doesn't like me there.
Oh,
yes, I haven't been really good and...
Naughty Pasha,
Yeah, I'm telling him off.
OK, that should be quite fun.
He goes off with another woman.
Does he? Oh, goodness me.
We're only on week 4.
Goodness. Now, we've seen your frock, by the way. Tina Turner, it's incredible. We saw your frock absolutely rocks.
I only saw it today.
You saw it today, and it was quite long, and we were wondering, is it going to get shorter with the fringing? Yeah, I think
They're
so.
snipping.
Oh, really?
It's going to be end up.
Oh, yeah.
End up just the
Around
next
your
thing.
neck.
Yes, everything else goes.
So do you want viewers to tune in?
Yes, not to turn off. You will be simply the best. We know you're in great hands as well, Naga. Enjoy it.
I see what you
Naga
did
and
there.
Pasha.
She's good. Thank you.
Now, some things in life require blood, sweat and tears, like hosting this show, for instance. No, it's a dream. The same can't be said, of course, for our couples training, though. Don't believe me? Take a look at this.
Viennese waltz is a big change from the jive that we did, but because everyone is so good, I feel like we can't play it safe.
There's so many elements that I've got to get right.
Make sure you close your feet.
It couldn't be more out of my comfort zone, having so many rules, stand to the side and get my head back. I'm finding it more of a challenge. I just got to relax.
I've got to push Louise, so it's high pressure. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
The thing about the American Smooth is it captures all the joy of Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly and all the films that I really love. It's more like Fred Flintstone than Fred Astaire at the moment there. Oksana's going to make sure that I really get the frame right. This is crazy. Who stands like this? It's like an homage to a statue.
He really needs to be elegant. He can do better.
Almost.
Cha-cha-cha, loving it. Hard work. In the heels, I'm not finding it that easy to be precise and to be tight and to be on time and keep grabbing Anton. What can I say?
The cha-cha-cha is going very well. I won't deny I'm very excited about this dance. Yes! Boom!
I've never seen Anton de Beek with a bit of shadow. Nice. Time now to chat to our final couple. They opened the series with a sensational cha-cha-cha that left Bruno so hot he wanted a fire extinguisher to put him out. Somebody call the fire brigade. Lord, not now. It's the smoking Laura and Giovanni.
The love goddess toying with the boy, you little tease. You can toy with me anytime.
I enjoyed the upper body. I think you worked that really well.
Lovely amount of cha-cha content. First out, first class. Well done.
Lovely bit of Irish dancing there.
Kind of.
You need some lessons, Giovanni.
One thing that I can teach him.
Yeah, you may need to work on that a little bit. Not as epic as your skills. Opening the whole series, Laura, on Friday. Didn't she do brilliantly? Incredible. How was it to have that task?
Zoe, I have never been more nervous or petrified in my whole life. I can't even... Like, you saw me beforehand.
Didn't talk.
There is no fear
and I always
like
talk.
it, is there? I know.
I can talk, and then beforehand I was just...
Help me! Yeah. I know, and no one can help you except your lovely partner.
Yeah, I was petrified.
It's
very nice just to kind of see his face just before you go out there. You're like, okay,
are we going to be okay?
Yeah,
I know. And if they say to you maybe not, then you're worried.
Yeah.
You not only did you have to go out first, you also had to do quite a lot of your dance facing the judges. Look, you can see you're doing a little bit here. How scary was it to see all their faces?
Well, there was one bit where I know I have to turn and face, and I thought, yeah, do you know what? I'm just going to look them in the eye, and I was trying to aim for Darcy and her lovely face.
Yeah.
And then I looked straight at Craig, and I was like smiling, and he just looked at me like. Yeah. It's a lovely face, but I would have liked to smile. And I think for a second I forgot where I was, thought I was watching it at home on telly, and then was like, oh wait, no, I need to finish this dance. Next time, don't look.
Don't look. Just look above Craig or below. Colleen on Twitter got in touch and said it is not easy to go first. You did a fabulous job. You both looked gorgeous. Come on, the Irish. Yeah. Thank you, Colleen. Are you getting lots of support back home?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's lovely. I come from I have lots of cousins. I've got all my cousins are basically all of Ireland, so there's a lot of love. a lot of love everywhere. Actually, it's really nice, and even just walking down the street, like it strictly is any age, you know. Guys, girls, everyone loves the show, and it's crazy that reaction from just being on the show 1 week.
1 week.
That you get.
I know.
And it's lovely. It's good support. Everyone's like, well done for opening the show. Well done.
Love it. Giovanni, welcome back. Looking very dapper there, I have to say. You both have delightful accents. I'm wondering, has there been any kind of communication confusions or along the way?
Just a little bit different accent.
What are you talking about?
You see? And the only thing that I can say is cup of tea.
Is that an Irish accent?
It should be.
OK.
So, yeah.
Thanks a million.
Thanks a million.
Thanks a
million. That's possibly the cutest thing we've ever seen.
Sure.
You have got all the right moves, Giovanni. We know that for a fact. But would you think that this man has a voice to match? Have a little look at this.
I'll sing it and you dance.
No, we can do opposite. Okay. I can sing, you dance.
Wow.
Good morning. Good morning. Talent.
Make it stop! Stop!
Can I borrow them?
Yeah, you can borrow those. We don't glitter
Oh, look at
them
matches
up. I
as
know
well.
they do.
It's
Oh, my
called
goodness me.
Talent.
It's called talent.
Thankfully,
yes.
you can dance.
Thank goodness, really. Thank goodness. This week, you have a waltz.
Yes.
And it's looking very good. How's the training been?
It's been really, really good. Yes.
You're not saying
Yes.
anything. I'm surprised. I'm really because I've never danced before, and people say, "Would you like Latin or ballroom?" And I don't have any idea between the two, and I'm surprised I like waltzing.
Shoulder down, by the
It
way.
is. Look at good contact.
Shoulder down.
It never, ever stops, of course. You got to the final with Georgia. What does Laura need to focus on to get that far?
Just carry on like how you're doing.
Oh.
She's been really good. Waiting for the waltz because it's gonna be really, really beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful. Look at that faith in it. It's wonderful. Oh, Giovanni, we adore you. Good luck tomorrow, you gorgeous couple, Laura and Giovanni. So, as we know, this weekend we'll be waving goodbye to our first couple. I know. Stop. And everyone's been training so hard to avoid it. Let's see how they've all been getting on.
We're doing the cha-cha. It's a great routine. I've just got to get it right.
Yeah. Naga's trying to get as much as she possibly can into her head, and sometimes things get a little bit confusing. Back and now and go.
So Pasha says I've got to be a bit more relaxed, show a bit more sass. It's easier said than done.
Naga still has to find the way to loosen up.
Moving.
The Viennese waltz is 100% alien to me. Soft knees, but not bent knees. You're up, but you're not up. You're just not down.
You can't really mess up one thing.
You'd be surprised. There's a whole new set of challenges for me. The posture, the walking.
One, stop.
I did put a foot wrong every single bit of it.
We have our work cut out for us. Woo! But we're still gonna stay positive.
Smashed it? Smashed it? Smashed it!
I know that salsa has rhythm and Latin flavor. However, there's a lot of turns and twists and flips and things. I don't even know what they're called.
She can dance salsa so well. Yeah, see, that's nice. But it's a fast routine. I wanted to be like really on top of it and in it. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to keep holding on.
Oh, looking good. Now, I don't know about you, but I could do with another portion of behind-the-scenes gossip from Strictly Towers. Let's see what Gethin has to serve up.
It's Friday, it's the day before the big show, everyone wants food. This is where you're going to find people at this time. Let's see who's about. Oh, lovely, look, Danny's here at the coffee machine, just making a... Is that yours? Yeah. Is that yours, Danny?
Yeah, that's
you don't mind if I just take that? Thanks, I just need the energy. Thanks, I don't know, have no idea who that person is. Come with me over here. Oh. Natalie and Greg, Anna is here as well in a dressing gown. This is... Just woke up. You look like you were just constantly ready, Greg. You were just chilling out on your phone. How's it going? It's Friday before the first elimination night.
I know, it's very, very nerve-wracking. Pretty good, though. We had 2 amazing runs, and then I had a run where I was like, oh, my leg's not working anymore, so we had to cut it short, sadly. But
I saw that. What happened?
My adductor, which is the inside leg muscles here, one of my adductors, there's a few of them, just got a little bit tight and sore. And it's just all of this sort of checking and pulling away and all this sort of stuff. It gets quite tight.
At that point, do you get a bit nervous? When you see that, do you get a bit worried about it?
I do, because he's a fantastic piece of art.
Easy. He is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. You're getting... If you've got to do it, you've got to go. You've got to go. You've been told that you've got to go and have a rehearsal or something.
If he's injured, that concerns me. So we just need to make sure.
Just look after him. Watch that. Watch that. So go and try and get your breath back. And see it. Oh, hang on. I don't think I'm part of this show, but I want to come. I'm coming.
Brilliant. But props to Kenny as well. One of the tricks. Right. Right, now, time to talk about the rest of this year's couples. Their conga skills may be a bit off, but thankfully their chat is top-notch. Welcome back, Alison, Daniel and Sarah. I like your conga. OK, let's pick up with Will and Karen. This week it's a jive regardez, and tell me what you think. Look, I love his outfits. It's brilliant. OK, Alison, what do you reckon?
Firstly, you're just making me laugh that you want me to comment like an expert. But, yeah, it looks great to me. He has got a little hole between his legs, I've just noticed. And his trousers.
Unfortunate.
So I noticed that, but the rest looks great.
Yeah, the rest of the dancing.
Supposed to be looking at his feet.
Sorry, at the hole.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank goodness you're here. What are you making of Will's skills?
Very good. I mean, I was looking at his flicky kicks there. I think you're supposed to flick somehow.
Yeah.
I never did get as far as the jive.
Oh,
you know, just the Charleston. Or was it the cha-cha-cha?
I don't know, but it was brilliant, whatever it was. Let's talk about Leslie and Anton. And for this week, they're picking up the pace as well with the cha-cha-cha, which Leslie is really enjoying. Come on, shake it around.
Hey.
What do we think, Sarah?
Oh, I think she looks like she's doing this fantastically well. Yeah, I think, like with Will, I think Liz is going to improve week on week. If she gets to stay, I think she works so hard.
She really... And I think she's loving the whole experience,
Absolutely.
which just helps, doesn't it? Because, OK, Melvin and Jeanette, who we adore.
I've got a soft spot for him.
Oh, he's
really
adorable. They're doing a tango this week to M people. And here he goes. If you look at this, it does look a bit like he's wearing the skirt. Yeah. I couldn't help his tango. Melvin, what do we make of him? Alison, you love him.
Look how serious he's taking it. I love the fact that he's taking it really seriously.
Yeah.
But there's something about him. He's like a little munchkin. I just think he's great.
He is good. What do we need to remember with the tango, Daniel?
Well, my memory of them telling us last year was your face has to be, you have to be very...
That's it. Look, check that face. Melvin, can you do that? I love this man so much. OK, like that. I've actually just made me sneeze a little. OK, that's not very nice for anybody. Sorry about that.
I think I wanted to do something other than make you sneeze, but...
Yes, thank you very much. Let's have a look at Tamika and Gorka the Corker. They were so great last week at this Paso Doble. This week, it's a Charleston, which is a joy. What are we thinking?
She's going to be... This is totally her dance, isn't it, Tamika? I mean, last week she was doing a serious dance and I was just laughing. I can't help but look at her and just laugh. So this is just, like, perfect for her, I think. It's going to be great.
And what about the skills there? I mean, Sarah, what are you thinking? They've got to match a lot in Charleston.
Yeah, I think it looked really good for rehearsals. I think she's my mum's favourite, by the way. So I have to say, my mum's like, that's the nation's sweetheart. She's got to win. Everyone's behind her.
What's your mum's name, Sarah?
Gail.
Evening, Gail.
Thanks, guys.
Down the show.
Gail.
We're trying to get Sarah actually on the show.
I mean, we've been watching her backstage.
She can move. She can move.
Yeah.
Who would you dance with if you could choose?
All of the boys at once.
I like her a lot. OK. Anastasia and Brendan. For them, it's a... Well, they had a cha-cha-cha last week. I think this week is a salsa. Here she is in training with Brendan. We can have a little look.
Oh, my gosh, Brendan.
Hello.
Check
Goodness me.
Oh, they're loving it. Look.
They are... Yes. How's this looking to you, Alison?
Well, I can see the salsa moves coming through there with Anastasia. I just think they're great. They get on. You can see they really get on, can't you? Yes. They really love each other. So she's in safe hands.
OK.
Brendan.
What do we want from a salsa?
I don't know if he's in safe hands.
Well, that's always a concern. What do we want from a salsa, Daniel, when you're watching?
Well, in my humble opinion, I really don't know what you need from a salsa. I would imagine it's a lot of hip action, you know, a lot of that.
Bit of that. Yeah. They say it's...
If only I had to get to do the salsa last year, I would have been so good at it.
Let's get Christina back in here now and we'll give her support. It's a party dance, so it's kind of quite free, Sarah.
OK.
Yeah.
The salsa. Well, why I really like Anastasia, she's very competitive. And she's been very open about that straight away. Yeah. So I think she's going to nail it.
Yeah.
And also, because obviously there were mistakes last week, and that's when she'll be really focused.
Yeah, that's not happening again. Right, focus. OK, Naga and Pasha, we just had a lovely chat with the two of them. This week, I mean, the judges were going on about her having a natural poise, which is wonderful. How do you reckon she's looking in her cha-cha-cha? Here we go. Have lovely leggings, very jazzy outfit there.
She's got the straight leg. yeah?
You see, it's so hard.
I don't get that.
It's
Do you know what?
so
Annie actually
weird,
never even said that to me. I just did the cha-cha-cha. I just don't think he was even bothered. He was just like, just do it. I never knew about the straight leg until, like, the judging, they were going about straight leg.
Had it just without being
I think
told.
I just had the vibes. I think I just hadn't... Oh,
was it just natural? No.
Oh, I wish I could go back. Can people go back into Strictly?
If we had some kind of, you know, time machine.
Right.
Yeah.
So once
I'll
you've
go
done
back
it, you
with
can never go back.
I don't think you'll ever go back. They've never let me back. But we could just set up our own show. We could do like a puppet show.
An All-Stars show. Could we do an All-Stars show?
I don't think we'd be...
Yes,
I think if there was an All-Star show, we wouldn't be...
Or the you're probably right.
Maybe you would, but...
You're right. None of us would have made it. So, oh, that laugh, I've missed it. OK, Laura and Giovanni, and they're waltzing, how brilliantly they're getting on. And here they are. Look, did you see that bend?
Oh, my gosh.
Look at the contact is really good here as well. Have they got rise and fall, Sarah?
Oh, they seem to have it, yeah.
Oh, she just did a bit of a heel situation there as well.
That's what we like to call it, a heel situation. And that, some kind of oversway, is that a...
Oh, the oversway, that's very important.
Double reverse Brian oversway.
Very important. That was my first dance with Christina.
OK.
Forgot it all on the night, but it was great in the rehearsals.
Congratulations to Christina as well.
Yes.
She's a
Melina Cohen.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
OK, now I hate...
She was the best, Christina. She was, I must say, she was fantastic.
I know, she really is. I know we're missing her. Yeah. Now, I hate to do this to you, but we must. Going down the line, who do you think is in danger of going home this weekend?
Oh,
Alison.
God, I don't want to say anyone.
Go on, Alison, I'm going to have to push you.
I'm only saying it because Leslie, maybe?
All right, you can say Leslie. No, it's fine. Daniel?
Oh, I fear for Ed.
You feel fear for Ed. That sounds like a band. And Sarah?
If Ed doesn't go home, democracy isn't working.
Oh, sorry. What a brilliant Friday panel. Thank you so much.
I love Leslie. I love her.
You love her. I know you love her. Let's go for Strictly. Now, who are you rooting for at home? Don't forget, if you want to vote on Saturday night, you can do it via the Strictly website. Head over there now to find out how. Oh, hang on a minute. We were having such a lovely time. Yes, that sound can only mean one thing.
I'm going.
She's letting it. It's the return of the man whose biting critique can make the most experienced dancer and Alison Hammond break down in tears. I don't know why, though. He's such a pussycat. It's the one and only Dame Revel Horwood.
It was complete and absolute disaster, darling.
We didn't even get a show. Oh, darling. It's lovely to see you.
It's so lovely to be back.
They can boo you because you were so lovely last week.
I was. That was last week.
That was last week,
yes.
though. Oh, dear.
Yes.
Easing everyone in. How are you feeling generally about the class of 2016?
I think they're really talented, and I think they're overachievers, and I think that might let some of them down a little bit, and we're going to get a lot harsher. Obviously, I was being lenient on their first dance because I did this year, you know, after... It is the 14th series. I did feel a little bit sorry for them about that much.
Oh, about that much, yeah.
That feeling is going... Which is good.
It's fading fast. He's back. I know, we were slightly concerned. You've been doing this for 12 years.
Yes.
Is that amazing?
I know, and I look younger.
You do.
How is that possible on the money that they pay me,
I know.
darling? How is it possible?
You need to give me some tips. Are you as excited now about the new gang and the new batch coming in as you were back then?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we do know the show now, so we also know what to look for, and I think that's different. Of course, the celebrities know exactly what they're becoming involved in, and they know the whole process and how difficult it is. So I think people secretly are rehearsing at home, you know, 2 years before the call comes in. Just in case they get the call. But certainly we have some amazing talent. I mean, from week one, I'm just gobsmacked, really.
Oh, brilliant, utterly brilliant. So you gave last week, this is a fact, the most H you have ever given in week 1. And all of us know, is he all right?
Well, you'll never see that again, I can promise.
No! Is
I like to lull everybody into a false sense of security and then slap them down. That's a British thing to do, isn't it? It is going to be very exciting.
Have you, like, thrown the 8, 9, 10 paddles out the window now?
It's 1 to 4 from now on.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm quite scared. Now, on the show last week, we didn't get to hear what you thought of Danny and Oti, because we ran out of time. So, quite like to know, now, what did you think of his opening dance?
Well, I was very surprised to see a double pencil turn to the knee. That's one thing.
I love a double pencil turn.
Well, that's when you whip that foot in and shwump down.
Oh.
I thought that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I was thinking that technically it wasn't completely correct, and I know that he still has a lot of work to do. He might be wowing people with extraneous moves that don't belong, but I think... Just saying.
Yeah, just saying.
No,
Hashtag, yeah.
I think he will do well if he concentrates on the technique, because certainly Len will be a stickler for that, particularly with people that have had any sort of dance experience or that are naturally gifted. We tend to then hone in on, you know, the real nitty-gritty and finer details of it. I think he's going to have difficulty doing Latin hip action. I think he's going to find it difficult to do heel leads and proper rise and fall. And I think he's going to find it difficult to do the swing and sway in some of the balls.
Well, there we go. See, he's back. He's back again.
Apart from that, he's fantastic.
Now, the chaîné turns, your famous chaîné turns, turned up. Obviously made a great impression on Judge Rinder.
Yes.
I'd like your critique of how he did with those turns.
Well, I really liked what he did with them. However, he did accidentally sort of throw himself too much into it. He lost his centre and he started going in an arc and a curve, which is not correct. No. It should be a straight line and whip, 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 whip at the head, as I do every Saturday night. Live to this wonderful nation, darling.
What are you going to do when you judges dance on Saturday night now he's stolen that move? Have you got another one?
Well, I could do a kickball change, potentially, darling. That might thrill and delight everyone at home. I have no idea. We literally make it up. And generally I crash into Bruno and then I have to push him out the way. Hopefully not on camera, but we don't really rehearse that. I mean, we rehearse it once for camera, but we never ever know what we're going to do.
Oh, my goodness.
But I sort of look forward to that. That sort of
love it.
Gives it a little bit of an edge, darling, doesn't
Exactly.
it?
More I know, quite scary. Very quickly, what do the couples have to do now to impress you? You're obviously going to get tougher. What do you need?
Well, technique, I think, is the big thing, an important thing, and also performance skill, because people that aren't used to performing, like, for instance, Ed Balls, I mean, yes, he's very good at performing and possibly lying to the nation about politics, but his... Was that harsh?
Yes, it was.
But he lies brilliantly, can I say, and that always makes a very good actor. So from him, for someone like him, I'm really looking for acting skills. Because his technique at the moment is not going to be brilliant.
He will do that for you.
But certainly, you know, entertaining the nation, I think, is really important.
Celebrities, be afraid. He's back to his normal self. Come and see us again soon. The gorgeous Craig Revel-Horwood! For the final time, let's head back to the Strictly Studios and see what Gethin got up to earlier today.
Sorry, I'm in the makeup room. Usually a hive of activity, but right now it's pretty calm. And look, I found 4 people just stood here ready for an interview. That happens on Strictly, doesn't it? Oksana, Judge, Shamika and Gorka, how you doing?
Hi. Good.
Yes, we had a Strictly cheer just by there. Listen, before most people had this serial this morning, you have already been rehearsing the American Smooth. How did it go?
It felt like it was really early in the morning, but I think it went well. Yeah. We have tricks in there, and
that's why we're in the makeup room. They're covering the bruises.
Oh yeah, that is true. Look, one right there.
No, that is nasty.
Yes. Although that was an accidental one, but they've covered the one that was done on purpose. I'm going to
say. You've got a few. What are those trousers, by the way?
Aren't they charming? They're charming, I think. Don't you think?
I'm not really sure any man in the world can pull off the jogging bottom with the shiny shoes.
I know, so isn't it marvellous to be at a sartorial first, Gethin?
You are the first in that.
Isn't it brilliant?
Let's go back to the injuries in the lifts, because you've got quite a few tricky ones. How are you feeling about those?
Well, you know, high risk, high outcome. Or I'll just drop her and that'll be the end of the dance. No, I didn't mean that.
Yeah. That could be a bit of a disaster. That's not going to happen, though.
How do you say? What do I ask that question? Sort of, people go up to you, go, "Aren't you nervous? Aren't you nervous?" You go, are you terribly worried? Don't worry, that's not going to happen. How do you feel about lifting your partner in front of 10 million people when there's a good chance she's going to fall on your head?
It's definitely not going to happen. Don't worry. It might happen.
Yeah.
Tamika Gorka, Tamika, every time I see you dancing, you're loving this, aren't you?
I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I cannot stop loving it. I'm just loving it. It's very cool.
You've got, I think you're loving it. You've got the Charleston. Now, the problem this week is sort of keeping up with Gorka. Gorka, is she keeping up with you now? Has she got up to speed?
Yeah, she's half a speed, like, but she's always complaining. Like when we have the passes, we're like, oh, it's very fast. Now it's Charleston, it's very fast. Next week maybe it's balls. She's gonna be very fast also, right?
It's just Fast and Furious, and I think this is the new Vin Diesel. And I'm the chick in the front, in the passenger seat.
You're wearing your Charleston shoes.
That's right. Yeah. You got to feel it. You got to feel the character. You got to feel it. So even though we're in making up room, we're making up.
She's living on the Charleston shoes.
Just get used to them.
Yeah.
Listen, one quick thing, and I'm sorry to bring this up at the end, but obviously it's the first elimination.
Don't talk about it. Don't want to hear it.
Tomorrow night. And that's the big thing about Strictly, camaraderie, all getting on really well. You're going to see someone go tomorrow night. How does that feel?
Well, that's why she's got nails. She's going to be scratching people's eyes out. No, it's really not. I shall write the entire British public a strongly worded letter if it all goes wrong.
That's about it then. Good. Listen, good luck. I'm going to do that thing where I say, I hope it's not you tomorrow night.
Do you mean it?
Yeah, I do mean it.
Well, do us your sincere faith.
How's that, all right? Endie's work. Guys, thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow night. I'm going to try and nick a place in the audience for tomorrow night because it's going to be a great show. Zoe, back to you for now. Thank you.
Bye! Bye, Dennis. Get in, shows. We love it. Plenty more backstage gossip for you next week. Now, earlier in the show, Craig, we asked everybody at home to vote for their most memorable celebrity to leave the competition first. The options were Quentin Wilson, Edwina Currie, my dad, who I thought was great, and Greg Wallace. And I can reveal that your winning loser with 48% of the vote is Greg Wallace. Well done, Greg. This is what Craig had to say about it at the time.
I'm going to be actually nice and I'm going to tell you the truth, darling. You were like a wind-up toy out there. Unbelievable. It's like a pressure cooking about to explode, darling. And there's a double bounce action. You managed to get into the Charles somehow. I don't know. That belongs in the samba, darling.
I have to say, it's a good job it wasn't Quentin who won, because we would have had to show a clip of you looking like this. Look at this picture. That's all we have time for tonight. Thanks to my guests, and make sure you catch all the action tomorrow as it happens on Strictly Come Dancing with Tess and Claude and this gentleman at 6:20 BBC One. I'm back on Monday with the first couple to leave the competition. Now, singing us out with a cover of the classic Sweet Caroline from his new album, which is out next month, Daniel O'Donnell!
All right, everybody. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. 'Twas in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? All together now. Hand, touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. To believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two, and when I hurt runs off my shoulder, How can I hurt when holding you? All right. Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh no, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, sweet
Last year, we heard from projects right across the UK.